What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. New season alert. It's not a new show, but it's a new season. Bling Empire is back. And if you guys know me, you know that I absolutely love this show. This is one of my favorite shows. They had a season 1 and we heard that there was going to be a season 2, but just like everything else, it got delayed because of the panorama. And we are back. And if you looked at my reviews for Young, Famous, and African, I told you guys that that was very much like the African version of Bling Empire, right? The biggest difference is it deals with Asian Americans who are in America, not, in Africa. So, well, in Asia. So, we start off, whenever we have these shows, we have to do the catch up, where everybody is and what's going on. And Kevin, who, if you remember from last season, he was the one kind of, he was adopted and he was trying to reconnect with his roots. Kevin is the poor friend of the group. Kevin has an apartment now, so he's moved out with his roommates. He's got his own place. And we start this episode off with Kane and Kelly coming to visit him in his new apartment. Now listen, I love Kane. Kane and Anna are my two favorites, okay? Kane is Kane. Now, Kane looked like he done lost a little weight. Okay, I see you, boo. And of course they're clowning Kevin. Kevin wants him to take his shoes off. Kane was like, but they match my outfit. Like, I'm having a good outfit day. And I think he said they were Louboutin, but then I thought he said something about Gucci. It don't matter. He was like, but the shoes match the outfit. Like, why do I have to take my shoes off? You're going to throw my outfit off. But, of course, they're clowning Kevin about having stains on his sheets because, and Kevin don't even have a bed, child. But they were like, are you going to get a bed? Like, is that on the to-do list, But it's cute. I'm happy for Kevin. We see the elevation, boo. We see the elevation. My only problem, Kevin, I'm going to say this to you because you did it once this episode. You didn't do it more than once, but later on in the episode when y'all were at the party and I think it was it Kelly asking you if you liked caviar and you were like, no, I don't like caviar. She was like, why? Why don't you like caviar? Because it's expensive. Listen, Kevin, this season, I don't want every other word out your mouth to be how much something costs or how these people live or how rich they are and how poor you are. Like, we get it. Been there, done that. We got the receipts, okay? We get it. We get the dynamic. But you've been hanging with these people long enough to know this is how they live and this is how they roll. And it just is what it is. Like, say you don't like caviar because you don't like the taste. I had caviar and I didn't like it because I don't like the taste. I don't care how expensive it is. I don't care how much of a delicacy it is. I didn't like it, right? That's it. That's all you have to say. You don't have to talk about how expensive. Oh, because it's so expensive. Bruh. Anyway. So, then we catch up with Miss Anna. Anna is at her private jeweler with Cherie. I'm making up names already. I wrote the names down, y'all. With Cherie. Now, Anna is the older one in the group who is just absolutely, it is what it is. I'm very matter of fact. Either you like it or you don't. And either you love me or you hate me. Yes, I have money, but money doesn't define me. Like, she's very much like, I'm rich, so the fuck what? Like, that's just, that's just who she is. And she is sort of so blunt to the point of, sometimes she can come off rude, but I love her. I absolutely love her. I don't know if I would love her in person because I don't know if she might say something crazy to me. But I love Anna. She's with her private jeweler. She said, listen, sometimes we are up here till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, designing a custom piece. And the jewelry just speaks to me. I bet it does. With a private jeweler that will stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning while you make up a design. Girl. Now, Cherie comes through. Cherie got on my Louis Vuitton coat. I have seen that Louis Vuitton coat before, and I absolutely love it. I really prefer the brown one. But Cherie, if you giving stuff away, now clearly we don't wear the same size. But I'm saying if you want to gift it, girl, go on and gift it. My P.O. box in the description box, I will take it. That coat is bad. Bad. Anyway, sidebar. So, Anna is asking her about the wedding. Because the end of the last season, Sherry and Jesse had their second child. They're not married. Sherry ready to get married. And so Sherry just went on and just proposed to Jesse. Jesse looked like a deer caught in the headlights. I mean, he said yes. But I feel like he said yes because all their friends were there and the camera was in his face. But it is clear that was not the right answer for him. Cherie is telling Anna that they have this whole feng shui thing going. And their feng shui therapist, I guess, told them that this was not a good year. That next year, anytime next year would be a good year. But this year, it's not a good year. I'm thinking that they're talking about 2021 because I feel like this was filmed in 2021. So 2022 should be wide open for you, Cherie. Okay. Okay. I could be wrong. It may have been filmed earlier this year, but I really feel like it wasn't. Anyway, actually, no, it wasn't. Well, maybe. Maybe it was filmed earlier this year. I mean, I keep forgetting that we are in like the 5th month of this year already. This year's flying by. But then I don't think so because it was New York Fashion Week. When is New York Fashion Week? Child, I'm not. Whatever, girl. It don't matter. He's stalling. It don't even. All that don't even matter. I don't know why I even went through all that because girl, he's stalling. So we see Cherie later on at her house with the 2 babies and with Jesse, and she is talking about the wedding. And the minute she starts talking about wedding, she said, well, we're going to Napa. I think we should take some pictures, some wedding photos. Baby, the look on his face said, excuse baby, he don't want to marry you. Now, we find out later on in the episode there may be a good reason why. We'll get there. But it is clear that he does not want to marry you. It is clear that he is over it. He loves you. He loves his churn, but he is very happy with the status quo. Cherie is not. Cherie is ready to get married, and she is over this whole whatever. Like, I think Cherie plays naive for other people to save face, but Cherie ain't stupid, and she's very clear on the fact that this man ain't marrying her. Okay, I don't think she's stupid at all. Child, all right. Now we get to Miss Christine. Now, Christine is one of the stars of the show. We find out that Christine is the one that actually took the show. I did a story, quick drop on that. Now, Christine is over in Paris for New York Fashion Week, and she talks about how stressful Fashion Week is. And I'm thinking to myself, did I miss an episode? Did she become a designer and I forgot? Girl, no. She said it is stressful because she has to go to all the different shows and her looks have to be perfection, and she's got fittings and she's got after parties. And so basically you saying that New York Fashion Week is stressful because you a socialite. I'm not mad about it. Let's be clear. Let me be, because I'm sure there's some perks involved. You're wearing all the designers. You're sitting at the fashion shows. You're probably in the front row. I'm sure there's some perks involved. But girl, Christine is a whole mess. We're going to get back. Child, we're going to get back to Christine because, baby, there's a whole moment with Christine and Anna. We're going to get there. So while she's there, Mimi calls her. Now, Mimi is her good girlfriend who's having an anniversary party. Now, they supposed to be leaving Paris and going to Cannes. But now she got to go leave Paris and go back to America to go to this anniversary party for her good girlfriend, Mimi. Now, this is what I don't understand. Now, no disrespect, Mimi, because I don't know you, girl. But it seems to me that you would have had all that already planned out. How you getting a phone call on Friday about a party on Tuesday that you got to fly back and you interrupting your whole vacation? Her husband was like, what? What about Cannes? We changing. We going back to LA. What the hell? I feel like in proper society, these things are planned out well in advance, that it should not have taken you by surprise, and you shouldn't have had to recreate or change your plans, because I feel like if it was really out there, you would have known. But child, neither here nor there. We're going to leave it where it is. So we get to the party, and of course it is a beautiful situation. You know, they said Christine's parties are nice, but baby, Mimi's parties are an event, honey. Okay, and we meet Mimi and her husband. My boy Kane got on his Versace, looking all dapper and cute. Okay, and at the party we are reconnected with some of the other ladies from last season. Kelly is there. Kim Lee, who was the DJ. We find out at the party that she just got a residency at the Wynn in Vegas, and she was like, it is a big deal. I think Kelly got the girls done during the off season because she had them girls out at Salute, and they was cute. Her little outfit was cute, girl. Anna is at the party. Listen, Anna has a best friend that is just always there. Child, they came dressed alike to the party. Now listen, Anna, I know you've been married 4 times and you got churn and everything, but is this something you want to tell us? I'm just saying. I mean, y'all twinning. Stuff like that. I don't know. Then we have Kelly. Remember, Kelly was with Drew last season. They had that volatile relationship. And at the end of the season, she got back with Drew. But she said, baby, we was together for a minute. Things were doing well. But then I realized that that he really had some underlying things that he really wasn't dealing with, and I didn't have the energy nor the fortitude to continue to deal with him and his drama. So I moved on, I stepped out, and baby, I am single and ready to mingle. I said, I know that's right, Miss Kelly. Go ahead. Okay. And let me tell you something. Kim looks cute. I love that pink red hair thing she's got going. The beautiful locks flowing, baby. She looks cute, okay? Listen, you did that, Kim. Now, Kim and Kevin have this flirt thing that they are doing, right? They were flirting last season because they were helping Kelly find her biological father. And he could connect because he's adopted. So they had this whole flirtation thing going. That it looks like they're trying to continue this season, you know. Christine finally shows up with her husband and the baby child. They left straight from the private jet, got into the Uber. Well, I'm sure it wasn't an Uber, but you know what I'm saying. And came and they got the baby and everything. The baby is sleepy. The baby is tired. The baby want to take a nap, okay? He is jet lagged and some more stuff. But here come Christine lugging 4 bags from Hermes, because you know Christine got to be seen, honey. It's got to be... She's talking about I am so mortified that we are late. Oh my gosh, girl. Go sit down somewhere. You done walked in there with them 5 shopping bags from Hermes. Girl. Moving on. So, the party was cute. Like I said, everything was good. The party was cute. Now, next, Anna has bought a new home. So, Anna and Christine are they chopping it up a little bit now. If you remember from last season, Anna and Christine, they really didn't get along. They had this whole back and forth thing because Anna just thinks that Christine is pretentious and trying to be this socialite and just doing too much that Anna is so unimpressed by. Spoiler alert, Anna still feels that way. Okay, nothing has changed, but she's trying to be polite and Christine is trying to be polite. So she says, let me come and see your new home, da-da-da-da-da. So the next scene, we see Christine dressed up like a Reynolds wrap. I don't know what the hell that was she had on. And we meet a new character. I don't know how prominent she's going to be on the show, but her name is Dorothy Wang. Now, Dorothy I'm almost certain that Dorothy was on another reality show, Rich Kids of Beverly Hills or whatever. It had E.J. Johnson on there. His sister, I think, came on like the last season. It was somebody else. Oh my gosh. Shoot. It was somebody else that you would know. But LL Cool J's daughter was on a couple of episodes. She wasn't really she never really fully immersed in that. Mauricio, you know Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Mauricio's company, one of the guys on the show worked for Mauricio. That was like his mentor. He was getting into real estate and he worked for the agency. And then his girlfriend, who I think they ended up getting married. It was somebody else. I cannot remember, but somebody else on the show that you would know their parents. But anyway, their show ran for like maybe 3 seasons. Maybe 3 seasons. It was on E. But Dorothy, if it's the same, and I'm almost certain it's her. I'm almost certain it's Dorothy. I remember Dorothy when she finally moved out of her parents' house into her own apartment, which of course they were paying for a child. She had so many Hermes bags. Like those orange boxes. I was like, baby. And they took a trip to, her father's in real estate. I think she said her father's net worth is estimated at $4 billion right now. On one of the episodes, they went to Asia. And her father has like built and owns like malls. And there was an episode where they were at a hotel. They were at a hotel that was connected to one of her father's malls. And they wanted to go shopping. And literally, she called somebody and got them to open the mall for her. And her and a couple of her friends, in their bathing bathrobes and socks, went shopping. I'm almost certain that's her. I didn't look it up, but y'all will tell me if I'm wrong. Anyway, Dorothy said that when she first met Christine, her and Christine are cool, but when she first met Christine, she felt like Christine was trying too hard. which is what everybody says about Christine, child. That she was trying too hard. That, you know, Christine was like, oh, we should do lunch. Let's helicopter up to San Francisco. And she was like, girl, I got 45 minutes. I'm just trying to go down, you know, the street and get a little something. Like, you doing too much. So she's down there to get a gift for Anna. And they trying to get some traditional Chinese herbs and all this other stuff. And at first she was going to take Anna a shady gift. And the guy's down there telling him about all the different herbs. He is so funny. He could tell how nervous he was to have that camera on him. He just kept giggling and laughing. But he was breaking down the different herbs and what they do. And he was looking at their tongue. And he was like, you could tell a lot from the tongue and all of that. So she was going to buy Anna some herbs to help cleanse her JJ. But then she said, well, I decided I want them for myself. So she ended up just bringing her some stuff that they picked from the garden, child. And she said Baby G picked it for her. So her and Anna are talking, and this is the type of person Christine is. She's like, oh, Anna, your home is so beautiful. Why don't you take me for a tour? Yada, yada, yada. She said, and who are your neighbors? That's the kind of person Christine is, because you clearly, you know, Anna live in a really nice neighborhood. So it's about, well, who are your neighbors? Anna was like, I don't know. I don't talk to them. Because that's who Anna is. Anna could be living next door to Barack Obama and Oprah Winfrey and wouldn't care. Or whoever. She's like, I don't know. I don't care. Like that. Don't care. So Christine starts talking about the pandemic and how they were, you know, how they had so much space and Baby G was cool, but she felt so bad for the single moms who didn't have everything that they had and they were in a position to do so much. Anna was like, girl, why are you talking like that? She was like, why are you trying to be so altruistic? Like, what are you doing? And she was like, well, I'm not trying to be anything. I'm just saying, like, I just felt really bad. And she was like, girl, Anna gonna say, I think I liked you better when you were just superficial and talked about money. Because all of this Martha Stewart shit that you're doing is, I'm just not impressed. Like, it's coming off fake and phony, and I'm just not impressed. And Anna was like, listen, money impresses you. Money doesn't impress me. And Christine was like, money doesn't impress me. Anna was like, girl. She said, she was like, I mean, I do come from money, but I don't brag about that because I don't lead with that. She said, I would rather just earn my money myself. Anna gonna say, now that's just dumb as shit. I said, I know that's right, Anna. Listen, that's just dumb. Now you just sounded stupid. I said, listen, Anna, I am here for it. And it was just hilarious to me because I felt like Anna is like, listen, I'm trying with her. I am really, really, really trying with her, but she is doing the most, and I just cannot. Like, I can't. I can't, you know? So I feel like we're going to get some more Anna-Christine clashes this season because, first of all, and can I say this, Christine, baby, I don't know who put that wig on in this scene. I started to take a picture and be petty and show it to y'all, but I'm not going to be real petty. But when y'all go back and y'all watch this episode and y'all pay attention to that scene, pay attention to Kelly wig. It's crooked. I mean, Christine, it's crooked. Anyway, in the last scene, we meet a new friend. We have Leia, and Leia is having lunch with oh, child, I don't forgot her name. Anyway, with one of the other girls that got a lot of money, child, I forgot. I guess Leia's gonna be a new person on the show this season as well. And she said that she starts talking about, are you a virgin? And I'm like, who starts a conversation off like that? Well, are you a virgin? Because she was like, well, what kind of man are you looking for? And all of that. And then she gonna say, well, are you a virgin? I didn't know that's what we was doing. We're just asking people, are they a virgin? So anyway, she met her at Cherie's party. Cherie had a party last season, and she met her at Cherie's party. And she was like, well, how did you meet Cherie and Jesse? And she said, well, I met them at the same day. She said, I met them at a party about, a couple of years ago. I met them at a party. And, next thing I know, they were together and having babies. And she was like, when I met him, he was married. She was like, wait a minute, what? Married? She was like, yeah, he was married when I met him. She was like, whoa, wait a minute. She said, yeah, he was married and he's got a couple of kids. She said, But I guess, she said, well, do you know if he's still married? She said, I honestly don't know. And she was like, well, that makes sense now why he don't want to marry Cherie and why he dragging his feet on getting married or marrying Cherie, because his ass might still be married and got churned. But here's the thing. Cherie, you have to know that. Like, the rest of the crew might not know that whole story, but Cherie, you have to know. Especially if when you met him, he was married. You got to know. So, I don't know. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of that this season. That was just the first episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.